Okay, we're back to our images page again, and I'm going to go back to the products page. We're going to stick with this press products from GF Smith, and we're going to go for our calendars. So you have three different styles of calendars: 17:9 portrait, a 12:5 landscape, which sort of sits on a desk, and a 5:17 planner. I'm going to go for the 17:9 portrait for you, and we'll just click on here. We'll say create, go past the flash screen, and it gives you an idea of what these calendars look like on here. So this is the 17:9 portrait, the 12:5, and the other portrait option here. We'll say next on here. Now we can choose a different color to go on here. Shall we have the, we can choose the fuchsia. Now we've deliberately left these so that you can't choose them, but you will be able to choose them in the design application. And there is a reason for that. The reason for that is that in the design application you would be able to change them. On the press side of things, if you chose one of these covers at the beginning, you'd have to go back to the very beginning to change the color. So we'll go to finish here. It's loading it up. And as it says here, please choose your cover template from below. So we'll go to our template and we'll pick up, I think, this pink one here. Okay. There we go. So that little message just came up just to say that we're going to overwrite what's on that front cover. So we go to our images, and in that sort of area there, I just want to pick up and pop the dress. I'm going to add some text down here. And we'll go with, I think, my favorite again, which I think you all know by now, is Amaze. And I'm going to say Tom and Yvonne. And just change that sort of setting. I don't need that to be that big, maybe slightly bigger than that. Let's go for 24. Say OK, and we'll drop these on there. We go to our next page, and basically this really is just a case of picking up, dropping your images on, doing your zooms, doing your crops, and producing a beautiful calendar from the wedding. Here we go. We'll just pull this corner in slightly, move up here a little bit. The bridesmaid, slide along to some more images that we haven't yet used, and we'll go along to our next page, and I think we'll have one of the bride arriving at the church, talking to the vicar, and now talking to her bridesmaids outside, and then into the church itself, where she's standing with her husband. Go back over. Let's pull up one from this young man here. Get onto the next page. Some more in the church. And maybe outside the church. Should have done these ones before, but it doesn't matter about the order for our demonstration purposes. Another one in the church. Again, you can crop in to however tight you want to be on these. Let's just open this up slightly for you and just say save. Populates it straight in. We go to our next image, which is the little bridesmaids coming into the church. I think we can see probably more of the little bridesmaid there. Save that function. We go down to our last one and pop this last one in when they were married there. I remember the wedding well. So we can still, you could add another layer on here. If you really wanted to add another layer into here, you could just layer it on here. What you could also do, which is one of our little tips that we found out, if you've got something special that's happening, let's say for argument's sake in August, if there's a birthday for somebody, you can say text and double click on the text and say Peter's birthday, and make that pretty small, make that down to 10 point. And you can drop it on one of these here, but you can also just grab this corner and make it much smaller, just so that it fits on that date. And drop it in, and you've got Peter's birthday written into your calendar already. So I hope that's helped on the calendars.